Hello! Welcome to my channel and welcome to this book review video. Today I'm very excited to talk about The Lies of Locke Lamora, Book 1 of the Gentleman's Bastard sequence, Scott Lynch's masterpiece. And I enjoyed this book a lot. I want you to think Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Ocean's 11 meets a medieval, grimdark setting with colorful characters, playful dialogue, and a very, very wide vocabulary. This book was a lot of fun. And I really feel like the setting was very interesting. Before I read The Lies of Locke Lamora, I was under the impression that world building was either a bunch of exposition, you knew so much, every single detail about the economies, the histories, and magic systems of this world, or authors kind of just ignored that. Scott Lynch did a very interesting thing that kind of went right through the middle of those two sides of like the scale. He gave me so much detail about the histories, magics, economies, and peoples of one city, the city of Camor, and that is the setting of this book. And I wasn't sure that world building can be both incredibly in-depth, but also extremely concentrated. And this is the first time I've seen that. And it was done very well. Even though I didn't know about the countries that neighbor Camor, or about how this entire world works, or even the name of this world, it didn't matter because I was learning so much about the city of Camor, and it definitely came to life when I was reading The Lies of Locke Lamora. Another thing I really enjoyed about this book is just the banter between the characters was so lifelike. All the characters had a very distinct voice, and there's one main bromance between the two main characters that is really good. Gives you everything you need. This book also gives you the full spectrum of emotional reactions. This book will punch you in the gut, and it will kick you while you're down. There's one part of this book where I had like a dark night of the soul. And I was not anticipating that because the book was so, even though it was dark, it was also pretty lighthearted and playful. And this book is just so charming. I wasn't expecting the emotional gut punch I received. And even though this book is the first in a sequence, you definitely feel like the entire plot is resolved for the most part. And if you just read The Lies of Locke Lamora, you could not go on to the next books in the series, and that would be fine. You'd still get a very complete picture. So that's always good. Books that are in a series, so if you want to return to these characters, you can. But also, you don't need to finish the series to get the closure you need. So, you want a book that doesn't come with a lot of commitment? This book might be a good choice for you. I also was made aware of something while doing some research for this video. When I first started this book, I was under the impression that The Gentleman's Bastards was a trilogy, and I'd been referring to it as a Gentleman's Bastard trilogy. But in fact, it is a sequence. I just assumed it was a trilogy because no book had come out in this series in almost 10 years. But no, there are several more books planned in this series. And so that's a red flag, especially in the era of Patrick Rothfuss and George R.R. Martin never finishing books, giving you decades between books, and that's kind of deterring. I'm not sure I would have started this series if I would have known that it was not completed, and it may never be completed. So that was frustrating. But even though I didn't know that, I do not regret giving The Lies of Locke Lamora a try because it was beautifully done. It was a playful, charming read. The characters are very lifelike. And I can't wait to see John and Locke again. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, push that little thumbs up icon. Subscribe to my channel if you want to hear me talk about any other books. And I'll see you next time.